Do you love waking up every morning in an area that is just filled with natural beauty? But maybe you're wondering, is it worth the trade-off? Well, with a decade of experience exploring towns across Southern Oregon, I'm here to help you decide if Grants Pass is the right choice for you. Hey everyone, my name is Simona Fino and welcome to Living Southern Oregon. Grants Pass is a small town here in the Rogue Valley and it's best known for its natural beauty and outdoor adventures. But does the good outweigh the bad? Let's find out. Because today I'm going to share the pros and the cons of living in Grants Pass. Now I want you to be sure to stay until the end because I'm going to share a little more information about our famous sign, It's the Climate, which has gotten some very interesting comments on my feed, and I think those are worth exploring. So stay to the end for that. All right, so what are the pros of living in Grants Pass? Well, one of the best things about here is its affordability. Homes here are more affordable in comparison to other towns in Southern Oregon. You're going to find the average home price here is about $400,000, though you can find move-in ready homes in the $350,000 range as well. And if you're good with a condo or a townhome, you can find something for a little less, maybe the $300,000 range. And I even run across single-family homes once in a while for under $300,000. All right, renting is more affordable as well. You're going to find two-bedroom apartments are right around $1,400 a month. And cost of living is pretty affordable here. However, I want you to keep in mind, affordability is relative. I will hear people who have lived here all their lives talk about how crazy expensive it is and how hard it is to get into home ownership and afford living here. Other people come from bigger cities or from out of state and remark on how cheap it is to live here. So it's really important for you to do your research, know where your income is going to be coming from, and know, is it going to support the lifestyle that you want here? Because guess what? I have friends in the Bay Area who spent $1.5 million on a home with a decent yard. Here, you can get yourself a riverfront estate for that kind of money. So remember, affordability is relative. All right, if you love the outdoors, Grants Pass is kind of a dream come true. The Rogue River runs right through town and it continues on into the wilds of Southern Oregon. And it offers so much. We got swimming holes, fishing, rafting, kayaking. It's amazing. There's also plenty of trails for hiking and mountain biking. And if you're like me and you like to road bike, there are a ton of beautiful country roads to explore. We also have a ton of parks, many of them riverfront parks, which are perfect for picnics, sports, chilling out, relaxing. And if you don't mind driving a few hours, you can also get down to Mount Ashland, probably an hour and a half, or out to the coast, so you can have some ocean adventures. All right, food lovers, if you love fresh local flavors, Grants Pass is a great spot to be because we are a farming community. The growers market is a favorite spot to go and pick up fresh fruits and vegetables. It's open all year round. It's also a wonderful way to support local farmers and artisans. And it's also a great spot to connect with the community and meet up with friends. You're also going to find tons of wineries and cideries and breweries, and many of those places have wonderful community events. And then one of my personal favorite things is discovering roadside farm stands. So if you value fresh food and you like the farm-to-table lifestyle, Grants Pass has you covered. Right, the other nice thing about Grants Pass is its small town charm. Downtown is quaint, there's lots of great shops, restaurants, and cafes, and it's not unusual to run into someone you know when you're out and about, and especially if you're out for, one of the community events like First Friday's Art Walk. All right, what are the cons of living in Grants Pass? One of the big issues we face here is the risk of wildfires, especially during the hot and dry summers. So temperatures are increasing, we are getting warmer here, and with wildfires comes smoke, and that makes the air so hard to breathe and it affects our outdoor activities. I can tell you, when it's 100 degrees out and you're excited about getting in your kayak for a day on the river, and you wake up to smoke-filled skies, it sucks. All right, the job market here in Grants Pass can be pretty tricky. Finding a job if you have a specialized area is going to be really difficult, and finding work that pays more than $20 an hour is also hard. And because Grants Pass isn't very central, it means getting to places like Medford or Ashland, where you might find more work, is a little harder. Grants Pass also has a large unhoused population, and there's a decent amount of meth in our area, and that is something that just does not go unseen. Now, I gotta say, I notice that this is something that pretty much goes hand in hand in areas that are affordable. So if you're looking to be somewhere where this is absolutely not an issue, I think you're gonna have to find a place that's a little more high-priced. A high-priced town to live in doesn't come with meth. That's kind of how that usually works. All right, another thing to consider is that Grants Pass has a conservative political culture, and that might not align with everyone's values. Along with that, guns. All right, you're gonna find that guns are very common here. People often have bumper stickers that claim they're an Oregonian. I gotta say, this is not my jam. Still makes me feel real uncomfortable to see so much gun toting happening, but there you have it. So these things can influence the vibe and the local policies, so it's something for you to consider and take into account. So with Grants Pass being such an amazing place to live in many ways, it's important to consider the challenges before you make a move so that you know what to expect. It'll help you decide whether it's the right place for you. All right, if you are still watching this video, it's likely that you're finding it helpful. So will you do me a favor and please subscribe? That way you can keep in the loop for all my future videos. Thank you. All right, now remember, I said I had an update on It's the Climate sign. All right, I received several comments in my feed stating that the sign does not refer to the weather, but instead refers to Grants Pass being a sundown town. First, I want to say thank you to those folks who commented because it prompted me to do a bit of research and learn more about our Grants Pass history, so thank you. All right, for those of you that don't know what a sundown town is, it's a town that practiced racial segregation, aka straight up racism, by running Black and other non-white people out of town through intimidation, violence, and at the very least, discriminatory laws. So these signs would be put up that warned non-whites, basically Black people, to leave by sundown. Now, one thing I learned is that Grants Pass was the last town in Oregon to remove its sundown town sign, and that was hung on the Caveman Bridge. Ugh. So that seems to have happened sometime just before the 70s. That's not that long ago, my friends. Now, the It's the Climate sign was installed in 1920. Now, I did some research and I haven't been able to find any connection between the two. I also didn't do a super deep dive. So if you find a connection between the two, or if you have a source that you can share about that, please do so in the comments because I would like to learn more. Either way, I think it's really important to acknowledge that piece of Grants Pass history. And I want to say, in my research, I found a local organization called Oregon Remembrance, and I think it's worth checking them out and the work that they're doing here in Grants Pass to reconcile with that terrible history. All right, to learn more about their work, check out their website, because I'm going to put that in the link here, okay? All right, with all of that info, the question still remains, is Grants Pass a good place to live? Well, guess what? That is something that you get to decide, because everyone has different values, tastes, and life circumstances. So I encourage you to take the information here and decide if Grants Pass is the right spot for you. And if you'd like more information about the area, or you've decided that Grants Pass is the spot for you and you want to find a home here, please give me a call and I would be happy to help you. My number is 541-326-2552. Once again, my name is Simona Fino, and I am a real estate agent here in beautiful Southern Oregon, and I thank you for watching. All right, see you next time.